What's going on? It's Larry Jenkins coming to you again with another Blazing Sports Report. Right now, we're going to dive into the topic of Tim Tebow becoming a New York Jet. We've all seen the press conference. We've all heard from Sanchez. We've all heard from Rex Ryan. We've heard from the teammates. We've heard all this other stuff. We heard from the analysis. When I first started doing this little sports blog for all you guys out there, the sports vlog, I guess you can call it, I wanted to try to be entertaining, but I'm not entertaining. That's not who I am. What I am is an analyst. I'm going to analyze this situation for a lot of people out there wondering whether or not this was legitimately a football move or whether it was a publicity stunt by the New York Jets. Here's the thing. Mark Sanchez is the quarterback for the New York Jets. They haven't been able to develop the man like they wanted to. A lot of people are saying because he has no legitimate competition. Mark Brunell was the backup. Then they bring in, what's this guy's name? I think it was Drew Stanton or something like that. They bring in a lot of these guys, but Sanchez never really pushed himself to become a better quarterback for the New York Jets. Now you bring in a guy like Tim Tebow. This is where the football move comes in, because Tim Tebow showed last year that he can win games. He didn't show that he's a great quarterback, but he did show that he's a good football player, that he can win games, that he can will his team to win. Now, they brought in Tim Tebow to challenge Mark Sanchez, because now Mark Sanchez has legitimate competition behind him waiting for him to mess up like he has done. I mean, ever since his rookie year, he had a defense. That Jets defense was the backbone of that team Mark Sanchez's rookie year. The defense has faltered in recent years. So now more pressure has been put on Sanchez's back in order to carry the team forward. Now, they bring in a guy like Tim Tebow. People love him. The media loves him. Coaches love him. Some players, they don't agree with him. But the thing is, the coach is the ultimate one that makes that decision on who plays and who doesn't. Sanchez has been slacking. It's been proven, it's been stated since his rookie year. It's like every year since his rookie year has been just another repeat of his rookie year. He hasn't gotten significantly better. He hasn't gotten significantly worse. But he hasn't shown improvement. Bringing in Tim Tebow is going to force Mark Sanchez to actually work now. He can't be the lazy, I'm the Southern California boy who has these astonishingly good looks and all that other. That's all out the window now. You have a guy who's willing to go in, night out, day out, stay in the film room, study, get on the field and practice. You got a guy who's willing to participate in every single last aspect to make himself a better football player in order to prove all the skeptics out there, all the cynics out there, prove everybody wrong that he can play quarterback at the NFL level. Mark Sanchez, he knows that the Jets have put so much faith in him that he never had to really work as hard as he had to do. Rex Ryan has always been one of these guys to put little nonsense things in people's heads saying, oh, we're going to do this and then maybe he'll be able to take the job. Well, now he actually has to worry about Tim Tebow lurking over his shoulder being able to take his job, because this much I can say. If Mark Sanchez doesn't improve by week 6 of this NFL campaign, I don't care how big an extension that they gave you. Contracts in the NFL are non-guaranteed. They can cut you at any given point in time. You get guaranteed money after a certain date on a certain year. If Mark Sanchez doesn't produce, Tim Tebow will take over this team. Do I think the team will be better with Tim Tebow? No, but this is the one thing I will say. Not everybody agrees with Mark Sanchez. Santonio Holmes hasn't always agreed with him. You've seen the media reports that say that they don't agree with his work ethic. A lot of people are always questioning his ability, whether or not he really wants to play football. They saying they want to bring in Tim Tebow for a wildcat formation. No, they're going to bring in Tim Tebow for a spread shotgun formation. This is the thing. When you look at Mark Sanchez versus Tim Tebow, the quarterback battle, like I said, Tim Tebow is going to work hard. We all know that. Tim Tebow is proven as a hard worker, a dedicated man in order to prove himself worthy to all the skeptics out there. He wants to go out and he wants to show that he can be a leader on his New York Jets team, that he can go out and prove to everybody that he is more than capable of taking that starting job from Mark Sanchez. It's up to Mark Sanchez to get off his ass and actually produce something on the field for this New York Jet football team. Do I think Sanchez will do it? that time will tell on that. You know that he's not happy with Tebow coming in here. You can hear that in his voice when they interview the man, that he's not really excited about Tim Tebow being there, because now he knows he has competition. Now he knows that there's somebody back there who can literally unseat him from his supposed New York Jet throne, if you will, to take him out of his comfort zone. I think that, like I said, after week 6, if Sanchez hasn't improved, if he's shown that he's still an ass of an athlete, that Tebow will be in there. Tebow will be the starting quarterback after week 6. The fans are going to want it. The media is going to want to know what's going on. Rex Ryan is going to get pressure into it. It's going to be a PR move. There's going to be so much outlash if Sanchez doesn't perform, that people, especially people that watch the game of football, knows what Tim Tebow did for that Denver Bronco team. He didn't turn them completely around, but what he did do was lead these guys to a playoff victory over the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, has that been something that the Jets have been able to do? I really can't recall. I'm not a big Jets fan. I don't follow the Jets. But I will say this. In the AFC, which is arguably the toughest division in terms of quarterback battles, when you look at guys like Manning coming back, Tom Brady's over there, Phillip Rivers is in there, Matt Shaw, when healthy, he's still one of the elites. Quarterback play is very essential in the AFC. Mark Sanchez hasn't been able to give him that. He doesn't have the running game that Thomas Jones provided him from years past. Tim Tebow can bolster that running game because he does confuse the defense on whether or not he's going to run on option plays. He can add that whole dynamic to the team on whether or not they have to guard for Tebow or if they have to guard for the running back. Now, the way that Tebow can be effective in any offense, whether it is with the Jets or with another team, if you watch Tom Brady throws little short passes, and then the receivers does the rest of the work. He throws the occasional deep ball, but he throws with accuracy with the deep ball. Tim Tebow throws it up in the area where his receivers can get it. Where Tebow can be effective is on his short throw accuracy. Now, if Tebow can come out and show that he can throw the short ball to his receivers and let them do the rest of the work, especially when you have somebody out there like a Santonio Holmes to get the ball to, I don't think there's any doubt that Tebow can be successful in this offense that they have right now. He has a legitimate defense to back him up now. He will change the culture of that locker room, especially with his mentality that he brings when the football stance coming in. But ultimately, I do think that this is Tebow's job to take from Sanchez, and I think it's not a question of if he will, it's a question of when he will. Unless Sanchez can actually show that he wants to play the game of football at a high level, Tim Tebow is going to come in, he's going to take his job, and he's going to show everybody that, hey, I can do something with this team that Sanchez hasn't been able to do. They've gotten to the AFC Championship game twice with him. They haven't been able to win with him. Now I'm here. I'm going to show you guys that with a good defense, what I can do on the offensive side of the ball. The defense in Denver, they weren't able to stop guys like Phillip Rivers, like Tom Brady, like Ryan Fitzpatrick. They weren't able to stop those kind of guys. But Tim Tebow, with this Jets defense, if he can produce the same results that he did offensively running the ball like he did in Denver, this Jets team will be very dangerous. Like I said, I'm giving it till week 6 for Sanchez to get his act together and show that he really wants to play the game of football. Because if not, Tim Tebow is going to come in there. He's going to take the snaps away from Sanchez. He's going to get frustrated. He's going to end up benched. And Tim Tebow is going to be another savior in another city for another team. Do I think he's going to be a solid quarterback? I don't know. I don't know what he's been doing in the offseason, but I do know this. Tim Tebow is on the prowl right now, and Mark Sanchez needs to keep his eyes open and walking out behind him on what's going to happen. Larry Jenkins, Blazing Sports Support. I'll holler at y'all. Let me know what you guys think. Tim Tebow, he will unseat Mark Sanchez at some point in time during this season. If you watch First Take, listen to Skip Bayless, the man that said it all along about he was right about Dwight Howard. I think he was right about Tim Tebow last year. I think he's going to be right about Tim Tebow this year with the New York Jets organization. We will see what happens. Larry Jenkins, Blazing Sports Support. Hit me up, comment below, let me know, like it, dislike it, give me your honest opinion on what you think. I'll holler at y'all. Peace.